one of the first stories that I remember, because there were a few, was that it's the Pina Colada story. And I was with Dave Patton, Mike McGurty, Fred McCord, and Neil Griffith, and a bunch of other people in Fred McCord's basement. And somebody decided that we weren't going to drink cheap wine like we normally did, Blue Nun or Hochtaler or the fancy stuff, Baby Duck. And we were actually going to mix drinks. And I'm not sure if it was Neil, or I'm pretty sure it was Fred, because he was usually the instigator, decided to make pina coladas. And to this day, still can't drink pina coladas, and actually not a big fan of rum. So, do I have any regrets? It was a good party, but it really sucks that I can't drink rum.
So when I was 17 years old, my girlfriend got a bottle of champagne for her sweet 16. We were invited to a very hoity-toity party in Upper Westmount, someone's house. Big DJ and everything. So just before the party, we decided, well, we'd open up that bottle of champagne. And she had a sip and said, oh, I don't like it. And I said, oh, I'm good. So I ended up drinking that whole bottle of champagne. As the evening got on, I just kept getting more and more drunk. The alcohol affected me worse and worse. She took me home in a taxi. We didn't even make it all the way home. I had to get up and throw up again. I ended up going back to my house. I threw up all night long. I don't remember part of that night. I have complete blackouts. And to this day, even on my wedding day, I've not been able to drink champagne. I had white wine instead.
So for graduation, a couple of friends and I went to this party the day after convocation. It was at my friend's house, and we had beer, and I might have consumed a bit too much. At the end of the night, I ended up going to crash at my friend's house, and in the middle of the night I woke up still drunk, and I went to pee. I'm pretty sure I thought was the bathroom. I think what I remember was peeing in his canteen area, and then I went to bed. But then I woke up and his mom went in the canteen, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna know I peed there, but she didn't. I don't remember if exactly I actually peed in the canteen, or if I dreamt of that, or if I actually went to go pee in the bathroom. It's just one of those questions that no one's ever going to know the answer to. So alcohol factored into that severely.
I went to a house party with a bunch of my work friends, and I don't remember this, but apparently I got really, really drunk, and I was with a friend of mine, and basically the host, his name was Chris Brusso, he put this watermelon in vodka for 24 hours, and he brought it out 24 hours later at the party, and I smashed it out of his hands, and my friend started stomping on it, and he called me the biggest asshole, but I don't remember any of it.
So I used to have a bar, and a friend came over, and he wanted us to, he just got back from Vancouver, and he wanted us to make a flaming asshole. So you had to put these drinks in shot glasses and light them on fire. So he started by showing us how to do that, and he said, no, the idea is you have to drink it down while it's on fire. And when he did that, his face caught on fire and he blew up. It was because he had long hair and a hairy chest, so it caught on his chest and he blew into flames. I know it wasn't very funny, but it was funny at the time.
So that night I had 2 complete Four Locos, I had 2 shots, and I went out with 2 black people. So we went to Saint-Maurice in Saint-Lazare. And so that spot, they had a lot of strobe lights. So when you're that wavy, it's kind of hard to walk. It's kind of hard to see who's in front of you, especially when you're not in your right state of mind. So eventually, after the shots, they just tasted so diluted. It felt like I was just drinking water. So then we end up in the bathroom, and then there's just and then the first thing I see is urinal. And then I go to the urinal, I just yak my life into the urinal. And then our friend takes me, he's like, do this in the toilet. Like, it's gross. Somehow, I made it home that night. And I woke up completely fine.
There you go.
And I was very ashamed, and I never told my parents what happened. They asked why I was sick. I said I was eating pizza.